Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, and we're back with part 2 of the NLDS taking on the Washington Nationals. We are in Washington for the last game here before going back to Chicago if there needs to be a game 5. The Cubs trying to get out of the series and win the next game to end it at 4 and advance into the NLCS. So, can we do that? We've had Hendricks and Lester win back-to-back games. Strasburg took the first one. And, well, it's none other than going to be a big battle here between the fours as Quintana comes out here for the Cubs. And, well, we're going to see a little bit of Gio here for the Nationals. Actually, it's going to be Tanner Rourke. Gio is actually their 5th rotation starter. We may not see him this time around. As to lead off the game, Baez is going to poke this down the right field line. Going to start off with a leadoff double. So big hit there. Trying to get on the board first and end this series. Next one, Addison Russell, first pitch. And that's going to be out a shallow one. A dive catch there out in right. And that's a good play out there. And we'll see what we can do. That's Stubbs out there taking over for Bryce Harper, who went over to Chicago as this one's hit deep. And that's going to hit off the wall. We could have sent home Baez way before this. But with his speed, he's able to get home first. We didn't know if that was going to be caught, but KD has the first runs of the game batted in. As Rizzo now pounds one into right, and that's going to be caught. Bryant's going to go for third, and the throw will be off the mark, and he's safe. So Bryce Harper coming out here, only 2 for 12, a 667 batting average, and he is going to take a walk here with that ball high. Rourke just pitching around him, doesn't want to hit anything he can crush. And so Harper just not doing great in this series at the end against his former team as we're going to send KD home. It's going to be close, and he's going to be nabbed out. We took and hesitated there right before he was going, and that would be just enough to get the tag on his right hand. So Quintana out here with an 0-2 count, and he hangs that one over the plate. That's a hit out in left field. Quintana's been doing pretty good for the most part, but he did struggle early in the season. As this one gets by Schwarber, as Harper's going to have it in, he's going to throw it, and they aren't going to test his arm. So he hits the relay play there, and with one out, 3-1 count. That's going to be over to KD. We're going to go home with it, and we get the guy at home. Stubbs there is tagged out. And now, with 2 outs, trying to keep this a 1-0 game. Easy play to Addison Russell over to first. Rizzo has to dig that one out, but that will end your inning. Now the Cubs trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead. They've had a lot of close games in this season. Well, Contreras is trying to open this one up, as that's another one down the right field line. Just not a lot of speed out there out in left, but, or not out in left, but on the third base, as that's Schwarber. But here Baez swings and a miss. He's going to strike out. And this is going to be thrown out in right field. We aren't going to test it here. I was not expecting that. And there's another overthrow. We probably could have had a runner at home. But here Addison Russell with the bases loaded. This is a high fly ball. Easy routine out there in right. And the Cubs missed an opportunity to have another run there, as just did not have the speed at third. Didn't want to press it, but otherwise probably should have there. Bottom of the second here. This is going to be a short fly ball. A blooper out in right for a 1-out single. Next batter here. This is crushed, but just straight up in the air. A lot of height to it, as Harper easily has that one. And that looked like it was hit pretty hard. Just got too much under it. As we look at what's going on in the playoffs around the league, tied up in between the Mets and San Fran. So we're not going to see who we play if we win this game. As this one's inside, Rourke just swinging at that one, no chance. And Quintana gets his first strikeout of the game as Bryant, well, Tanner Rourke getting that one against KD. Next one, Bryce Harper. He's going to put a chop over to second, and he's going to throw it out. And I'm unsure what happened there. Looks like he was pulled off the bag at second, and he skied it over the first baseman, but Schwarber just cannot get anyone home there as it's 2 outs. Hayward, crushed center field. Deep, but not deep enough. It was a good line drive, but just did not get all the ball there. And that's what your inning is. The Nationals have 3 errors in this game already, and it's only the bottom of the third. So Quintana here down the line, and that's going to be a good hit. Quintana's had some hard hits against him, but in this game, it's just been pretty line drive staying in the park. So not a lot of stuff. As this one's going to sky the base, and I don't like when this happens. As this one just goes and bounces around. They will tie the ball game here. When it's skied over there, you have a guy that can literally run from first to home because that thing is not coming down anytime soon. As this one's rocked up the middle. And they're going to play it here, and they will get one more run in, and that'll make it 2-1 Nationals. So the Cubs have let 2 runs in here in the bottom of the third. Quintana, that's over to Rizzo, and turning to double play there. Easy play to get out of this inning, but the Nationals do score 2 as Contreras down the right field line again, and this one is going to hit just shy of the wall, and that's going to be a leadoff double. So the Cubs trying to threaten to tie this game up, and this game is going to be big as Baez will. It's going to be a blooper, and that's going to be caught over in shallow center. As this one, just Russell and that curveball inside. Russell, KD, those guys just cannot come around that ball. So Quintana here. 1-2 count up and in the zone. Goodbye. And that's only his second strikeout of the game, but Chicago still trails by 2. Or by 1, I'm sorry. As this one, now it's by 2. As Quintana hangs this one over and just gets the fat part of the bat onto the ball. And that is Drew Stubbs. He had a home run in game 1. And while he's showing that Bryce Harper is not going to be all that missed in Washington, as this Contreras out deep and it just hangs out there. Schwarber tries for third. He's going to slide in, and he's just going to beat the tag. So Contreras just hits that too much, and well, here's John Jay up the middle, and the speed's not going to get him there. He's going to be out for a step and a half and just cannot close the gap. So here we go into the bottom of the 6th. As this one's skied and that one's see you later out of the park. No chance that is staying in, and that's Chris Davis coming from the Orioles to come over here. And now this is hit out and left, and this game is starting to get away from the Cubs. So ultimately it does. We get rocked in this game. Not some good relief pitching whatsoever. We lose this one 10-3. Quintana takes the loss. And so we're going to take it back home in the elimination game. Whoever wins, winner take all, advances to the NLCS. We had this in year 1 like this with the Nats, an elimination game, and we took it. Last year we got absolutely stomped. And well, this year we have a chance to advance again. So Lester and Hendricks had the first wins. Strasburg and Rourke had these. And we're going to rely on the rookie, Chad Crow, and he's going to be doing a duel out here with Strasburg, the ace, arguably one of the aces of the Nationals. So we'll see what the rookie can do here. Top of the first, full count, change up outside corner, take a seat, and we're starting this strong. And here, Crow with another one, and that's going to be a strikeout there against Murphy. And Crow in the first inning has 2 strikeouts. As we go into the bottom half of the frame, as Strasburg's out here. He won the first game against us, and we didn't get much from him. But here, a good slide, just not able to get it in the glove in transition. That's going to be a single there. We got some issues getting to Strasburg in the first game, so hopefully we can rock him early. As this one's a wild pitch, and that's something rare from Strasburg. As that will have Russell advance over to second. And it's a full count here, and that ends up being a walk. But Rizzo here gets this one. It's off the glove, and we are going to have bases loaded with 1 out. So here it is. The time for Bryce Harper, and Harper can't come around on this. It's a curveball down, but inside the zone. But Schwarber out here will take. That's right, a ball 4, and the first run is a walk. So the Cubs being patient at the plate. 22 pitches already in the first inning. On his 24th, well, that one's going in right center, and that's going to score at least 2 runs as Hayward puts that into right center. Runners now in the corners here as the Cubs striking early. And this was something Strasburg couldn't do. He's coming off normal rest. And while he's able to get some success against some, the Cubs have dialed in since the first game. And Strasburg gets out of the first inning allowing 3 runs off 3 hits. So top of the second, there's another changeup, and that will be another walk to the dugout. 0-2 count. The next one, that's a slider inside. Rendon, not even close. As we win this game, we're going to go play the Giants, and it'll be a big matchup there. We'll probably start the first game in Chicago, but first we have to get this game in. As Hayward in stride, that's a good catch to end the second. So with Crow batting out here, Crow's going to have one, and it's going to be just over Murphy's outstretched diving glove. Trying to make a good play, but Crow out here trying to help his cause. Now Baez rocks this in left center. This is going to be definitely extra bases as Crow's going to hold off on third, and Baez has a double. Already going to push 40 pitches in this inning probably for Strasburg. This one's out in right center deep. We will send Crow, and there will be a cutoff throw. Not even close to get him, and it's 4-0. So next one, Chris Bryant. Get a walk, scoring the first run of the game, and this one a hanging curveball over, and we're going to send Baez here. Baez, the quick feet, will get into home, and it's a 5-0 game. KD just opening this one. Next one, Harper with 2 on. That's a high fly ball deep center field, but it will be caught. We will advance KD over to third. And we'll see with Schwarber. This one's hung. It's a high in the zone. A protection swing there as that one is easily playable out in center. So we keep on going this one. And well, it's 5-0 Cubs, and we need to hold on to it. And so going to the bottom of the third, Contreras pulls this one into left, and that one's going to be off the wall, almost out of here. And we have a weird stack up on second, and I wasn't paying attention to that. So Hayward will be out at third. So a weird thing, I thought Hayward was far enough around, but he was not going to third. Baez, high fly ball, easily playable for Rendon, and that will end your inning so we don't get any more runs. Could have possibly had a chance to score more, but we need to keep this shutout going for Crow. And, well, that one's on the outside, as Crow actually has to be pulled because of an injury. So we're not sure. We don't have a lot of starters coming in. We're going to have to work our bullpen. We're going to put Brandon Morrow in there to work the rest of this inning, and we'll go to the rest of our bullpen. But it is only the top of the fourth. And, well, this is the first batter of the inning, actually. And there's a slider outside, swing and a miss. Morrow's been hit or miss. this season, but today with that first batter he's locked on, but this one's hung over the plate and go off the ivy down in left field, and that'll be a 1-out double. So trying to score here. We're going to keep on with Morrow. That's over to short. Russell easy play to first. One more out to keep this. Actually, that was the last out to keep it. As Morrow gets through that one, we're going to see Carl Edwards Jr. come out here for the next inning in the 6th. So, first pitch. That one's going to be straight up the middle for a base hit. So not a good start for this bullpen, or at least for Carl Edwards Jr. As this one gets a double play ball. Good transition. Just could not get out of his glove there by Addison Russell. And this one's high, fly down. It looks like it's just down the line. It would be a foul ball, so luckily we did play it there. And trying to get the last batter, an inside curveball. And Daniel Murphy, one of the best hitters in the league, the best contact hitters. And well, that will end your 6th. So Cole Hamels will come out here playing out of the bullpen, which I was not expecting. As in real life, Cole Hamels is a pretty good pitcher here playing for the Cubs. But here in this franchise, we're going to try to knock out the Nationals. So we don't get anything there, but there it is. KD crushes this one out in right center. No doubt about that. And that's 428 feet. And that will make it 6-0. We're going to have Carl Edwards Jr. out here still. And that's a 4-seam inside. That was just an ugly swing. I don't know what he was looking at, trying to protect the plate. And the next one here, this is going to be a 2-seam. Outside, but in the zone. And Carl Edwards has 2 good innings there, as Hayward is going to put this out in center field, trying to dive for that one. And he's not going to have it. Next one going to be Contreras, and Contreras is doing great this postseason. There's another base hit. Runners in the corners, trying to threaten here. Next one's going to be John Jay, and that's going to be a floater. And it's going to be caught by Chris Davis out in left. And that will end your inning. We're going to have Cabrera out here now in the top of the 8th, trying to save some of our bullpen to make sure they're not increasingly tired. But we'll see how this goes. As it's a 4-seam inside, up and inside the zone. And that, we are 4 outs away. But here's a wild pitch going over to second. Good throw and a good tag by Baez. One of the better tagging second basemen off that in the league. And well, we're going to have Cabrera out here for the 9th. So this is right over to Chris Bryant. Easy play. And that's your first out. 2 outs away before we take this one. This one's up the middle. Baez dives but can't hit it. So that's going to be a 1-out single. It is still 6-0. They got a far way off to get it, as Murphy is going to have a shallow flyer out in left, but they're going to try for third, and he will get there. Looked like it was just a weak throw. We're going to have Hector Neris come in. We don't want to waste a lot of our bullpen, so we just want to come in here and shut this game down right now. And so he's going to come in here and do this. This one's straight over to Baez. On the 9th pitch of his afternoon, it will end the NLDS, and the Cubs will advance to the NLCS, taking on the San Francisco Giants. So a big one over in the East, as well as we're going to have advancing is the Indians, and unexpectedly it's going to be the Detroit Tigers. Justin Verlander still on that Tigers team, so he's still the ace over there doing work. And that will be both your ALCS and your NLCS matchups. So the Cubs here advance. We're going to see Arrieta and company take on the big boys there in San Fran. But Chris Bryant's having a good postseason so far. So there it is with Cleveland and Detroit. And I will see you guys next time when we see Arrieta up there against the starter of Johnny Cueto. So I will see you guys next time. Later.